total amateur at this game, you know. The boys make me look really bad. It's just a different style of riding, balance, and making your bike jump up, sit down, and sometimes you're in mud, maybe half the depth of a wheel, so it's really hard to keep control. And I think all your muscles definitely work in a much harder way doing this riding than they would doing our riding. And maybe our brains have to work more, but I don't know. So the more training I do at this, the easier it will be when I get on my own machine. We ride on a Sunday morning for like 4 or 5 hours every week, or on a Saturday, whichever suits everyone. And we're making a big effort. We must try and win that British Championship this year. Plus, we're going to try hard for all those road races. And I do think in the end, in previous winters we've done training and it's paid off, but this year hopefully it'll pay off even more.
I suppose you managed to get that, did you?
Yes. Very well.
Hey, Ian!
Thanks for the help, though. You go on ahead. Go on.
It'd be much easier to sit beside the fire tonight and watch Coronation Street or Emmerdale instead of do this, but it's good with video recorders. You can record Coronation Street and Emmerdale and still do this. The running is just to help build up my stamina and my breathing, and then I do everything else in the gym to try and make the rest of the body work, because there's no specific exercise that can help you ride a bike. You've got to do everything and more.
Well, Philip, good to see you again. How did it go with the Northwest, and how did you apply the techniques we practiced together?
Yeah, it was obviously you need a perfectly clear head and be concentrated on what you're doing, and it's really good because I can totally relax before races now and not use up any no excess energy. You save everything until we need it, and which definitely works a lot better, because if you've like used half your energy up before the race starts, you've wasted time a little bit.
Well, Philip, as you know, has great potential, and the ability to succeed is already there, and it's a matter of just using more of his mind, using more of his whole self and his mind to get the results he wants.
It makes you think positive, and I know what I can do, but it's just controlling it and getting it all to work at the right time. You know, there's no sense in starting to be hyper and racing on the grid. You know, with 5 minutes to go, you're wasting energy, you're wasting power, you're wasting everything. You know, if you can save all that and get it for the right time, there's times and places for doing everything, and racing starts when the flag drops, you know, not half hour before. alright?
We're getting times like.
Yeah, it's like it's carb. That there's carbureting perfect. There's nothing wrong except just stop it bouncing and wobbling.
Get in there.
We'll have to go out later. We're just doing this one first.
How enjoyable is it to sort of get to this stage in the early part of the season? You've been in Gorchine Forest on enduro bikes, now you're eventually last out on the tarmac. How do you feel about that?
Really good, and I think all that motocross work has paid off. We're out there now. We've done like literally hundreds of laps, and touch wood, we haven't had a mishap yet. You know, we've had slides, but we've corrected them and went on, and it means you're not rusting. Lots of the boys are just getting settled in now on the last day of testing, and but because I've been riding pretty constant during the winter, I feel just dead happy. We're pleased. I lost a few races last year, and I feel we should have been in a better position in the British Championship at the end of the year. So I think I'm probably more determined than I've ever been to win races, and we've done all the homework, we've done all the training. Everything that went wrong last year, we've strengthened it this year and tried to get it right, so I can't do any more.
When you eventually get to a grid, how much advantage do you feel you'll have over the opposition?
Well, hopefully you'll know you can go at least as fast as them, if not faster. And I'm a bad practice test rider anyway, because I always seem to save a bit for the races, so hopefully if this is anything to go by, I'm well pleased and I can go home happy.
Honestly, how do you view the opposition in a race? What's your attitude towards them?
Well, they're just like obstacles in the way, and your job is to try and win that race, and they're just other numbers, they're just other riders out there trying to do the exact same as you, so you've got to try and beat them.
How would you describe your relationship with the opposition?
Yeah, I think I get on like pretty good with most of them. The guys, the top riders, respect each other for what they do because they know how hard it is to be there and do that. But I think when it comes to the start of a race, the guy who keeps thinking here, this is my friend next door, is going to lose. You know, everyone's after the same target on us to win.
Well, he's two blokes rolled into one, Philip. On the track, he's a bit of a menace, and I don't mean that nastily, but he really is. It's a tough egg. But off the track, he's such a different bloke completely. And I think I get on with him, to be honest, better off the track than I do on the track.
It's different with people like Brian Reid or Stephen Cullen, some other riders, but you don't seem to have a lot of warmth for your fellow riders. I mean, is that a totally unfair observation, or do you have a cold approach to it?
Yeah, well, like some people would notice that who know what they're looking for, but yes, like they're out there to take your like basically the prize money is your wages, right? And you've got other people. Should they be your friends? Should they be their enemy, right? They're trying to take your wages, you know. And if someone in your job tries to take your wages, you're going to say, "Hey, boy, they're my wages, and I want them," you know. And it's up to you to do something about it, you know. So you beat them, and that's how you do something about it.
What do you feel are McCallen's qualities as a rider?
I think it's just his like aggression and adrenaline, and